What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Trucks Only. I'm Harvey from Hutch's Welding, and today we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, Bill. He's got a very special project, a little bit different than what we usually have going on. Some up truck stuff, as I like to call it, some off-road goodies. Bill's a good friend of mine. He's been building this project for a little bit. Bill actually asked me to come by, help him out with some welding on his roll cage. Him and his buddy Ed, working out of this garage right behind me. They got a prefabricated roll cage for this vehicle, and they did all the prepping and notching, and it's an open top vehicle, so they asked me to come by and throw down some good TIG welds on it. And well, enough of that. Let's go see what it's all about. As you can see, these guys are all into the up truck stuff, man. We got a freaking Jeep here with some 40s. Look at that. Little teaser, what's to come. And there we have it.
Hey, Harvey.
And there's our man Bill himself.
Hey guys.
What's going on, Bill?
How are you, Harvey?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What do we have here, man? Look at this thing.
We have a 1973 Jeep Commando.
Okay.
They made them in 72 and 73.
All right. Very cool, man.
Yeah. Been working on it for about a year now. And that included tearing the whole thing down from stock. This is the way I bought it.
Whoa, wow, look at that.
That was about a year ago. That's what it looked like. And it looked pretty good there.
Yeah, it looks good.
But guess what? It didn't stop.
Not good enough.
It didn't stop. It didn't steer. The motor wasn't right. It just, it just didn't work out the way I wanted. I planned on just kind of taking this and just kind of modifying it a little bit and having some fun with it. And then when I realized that it wasn't all that, I just decided tear it down completely.
Yeah, frame off,
everything.
Do it right.
Yeah, I had high hopes of using the 6-cylinder and their transmission and what I bought into, and I'm using some of the stuff that I bought into. You know, axles, transfer case, the body, obviously, things like that. But we're a small block Chevy now with Phytech fuel injection. Yeah,
tell me. Let's start from the front, and we'll work our way back.
Okay.
Cage looks good, man. Look at that. I remember you guys messing around with that.
Yep.
Looks good. Got it all prepped up.
We're all ready to go today.
Cool.
Small block Chevy, Phytech fuel injection.
Yeah.
A lot of powder coating and ceramic coating. Refreshed everything. 8-rib serpentine setup.
Very nice. We don't need that V-belt crap.
No, we don't. We're set up for AC in the future. And got our power steering converted over to power steering. PSC, believe it or not, had a kit from soup to nuts for this truck. So you get everything, including the steering shafts. I got the ram assist, all the lines.
That's awesome.
And
that's a full kit. You said they
full
had.
kit, including this big bore box
for this truck, or
for this truck.
Awesome.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
And they had a part number and a SKU for it, and I jumped on it. Yeah, everything's just mocked up here. We'll tighten everything up once we get it all ready. All new drag links, new everything. Everything's new. And there you have it. That's what we've got going on there. Obviously, King suspension.
Kings, baby, look at those.
Always wanted a set of Kings, so
man, those are beautiful.
I doubled up on them. I called the guy up from King and I told him what I was doing, and he goes, "All you need is one." I said, "Yeah, but I want two."
We want that dual look.
We want the dual.
It looks cool, yeah.
So we did that.
So what's your what's the, I guess, the purpose of this build? Like, is it a?
You know what? The purpose of this
street vehicle, off-road race vehicle.
You know what? The purpose of this vehicle is to just have fun with it, drive it, enjoy it. If there's some sand and dirt, great. If not, and it happens to be just going up and down the street.
A little bit of everything. A good, well-rounded.
Yep. You know what it is, Harvey?
Vehicle.
It's really just my passion. I've been building trucks and having fun with trucks since I was 17 years old. When I was in high school, I had a Jeep with 40s. Here I am, much older in life, and just kind of reliving it a little bit, know a little bit more.
But doing it right.
Doing it right.
Because you and I both know, and we've gone through the motions, of doing things half-assed
Yeah.
and learning the hard way.
We are taking our time.
Taking the time
Yeah.
and you know, I've said buy once, cry once.
Right.
But you had a better quote for me.
I stole this from Ron Anderson Ford. Frustration lingers long after the lowest price is forgotten. So
That is so true.
yeah, so you know, I'm just trying to buy some componentry that I like, that I'm going to be able to look at for a long time and enjoy on the truck. And like you said, buy it once. You know, converting it over to power brakes. Just trying to make this thing user friendly. The whole point of this build is to make it user friendly. If I can't drive this truck and it just sits, it's completely useless to me. I want to be able to get in this thing with my wife and drive it. It's going to fit in the garage too. This truck is,
that's crazy.
This truck, as you can see, is designed to fit in your standard 8-foot garage door.
That's the beauty of it. You know, these guys get these monster trucks and they're lifted and they don't fit anywhere. You can't do anything with it.
Been there, done that, and you know what? This is the new way of doing things today.
So, how big are these wheel and tire combos?
Well, we've got 17-inch, the Walker Evans Baja style wheels.
Awesome.
We powder coated the bead locks, and we're running 37 12.5 tires.
Beautiful.
So that's what we're doing there. We've got about 4.5.
So it's not crazy big,
Not at
but
all.
it's functional.
It's functional. And what's funny is we've got 4.5 inches of lift, and we're under the axle. So we can go a lot higher if we wanted to. We're under the axle with 4.5 inches of lift. It'll fit in your garage. You can get in this thing and drive it, hopefully.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like a civilized vehicle.
Yeah.
And what you're looking at here is you're looking at shear cut body cladding that we made and powder.
So, tell me a little bit about this. You got some Rhino liner on here? Or?
Yeah, it's actually called Raptor liner.
Okay.
So we did a Mesa gray exterior, and then for the firewall and the whole underbelly of this truck, we have their standard black, and that's under the truck.
Very cool.
And actually, the transmission, the transfer case, and the axles are all done in the same Raptor liner as well.
Durable.
Very durable. They've been cleaned and blasted clean, stripped down to nothing, and coated.
So a little bit of a tucked up exhaust there.
Oh, very tucked up.
We'll get to that when we get back there.
Yep.
But
new drive shafts.
good, man. Yeah. So like we said, frame off, top and bottom.
Top and bottom. Yep. These are metal. Yep.
That's
we got
cool.
some specialty fasteners from CarTech Off-Road, and powder coated them to match, and they're all bolted and screwed and bolted into the body. And so we've got light blue, medium blue, dark blue. I know it looks like black probably in your video, but this is dark blue.
Oh wow, you're right, it is.
And outside there's a ton of metallic that we added.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's probably really hard to see. You can probably see a little bit with the sun, but
Sure. And we got pearl white over here.
can't wait to get this thing out, man.
Out in the sun.
Get some shots of it rolling when it's all finished up. These are cool. These are like metal fabricated. I love this design. I'm new to this. I just learned about this kind of style. It's like, you know, rolled tubing with some plating.
Right.
And that's your fender, not plastic crap.
Right.
Body armor.
Yeah, what we did is, it took me a while to decide what kind of flares to put on this truck. So what I ultimately ended up doing was calling up GenRight, and I ordered 2 sets of fronts. And what we did is, you know.
Clever.
Yeah, so you got this would fit on the driver's side front.
Right.
And vice versa, that'll fit on the one on that side will fit on passenger side front. You're using 2 pairs of the same flares, but in different ways.
Just flip them around.
Just flip them around. So that's what we got going on there. Here's the rocker panels. These we made. In fact, you actually welded the back of these and capped them off for us.
Did some welding on the back there for them.
These are all aluminum and powder coated as well, and they go over the factory rocker panels, and it gives it a much bolder look. We still have the front portion to make for the front fenders, and of course we'll put the fender flares on. We're just what else? We've got a lot of powder coating and ceramic coating on all features of the truck.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere. Some yellow Lexan windows. Got rid of the old school vent window and just put these cool yellow Oakley style. Just trying to give it that.
I know you got some glasses to match.
Oh, plenty. Yeah, a few pairs of glasses.
Cool.
And we're doing some door panels.
I love how it all kind of goes into the interior.
Yeah,
like it's gonna look really well.
Yeah, we got some little door straps that are
nice.
gonna go in here. It's all in the details.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glove box.
There's nothing here, huh?
Yeah.
Not yet, but
Not yet. We've got mocked up oil cooler and tranny cooler mounts. So we're gonna be running, oil cooler will be on that side, tranny cooler will be on this side with the lines on each sweeping to the outside of the roll cage and down.
Those are awesome, man.
We got 2 of those.
I love that. All trophy
Yep.
truck pre-runner inspiration, off-road,
And
kind of everything what's going on right now, just
Sure.
all mixed into one.
And then we've got a fuel cell back here.
Yeah.
Not a huge fuel cell. It's only I think 15 or 16 gallon, but it's fine for local driving around locally. Our spare tire will sit up here,
Oh, that's
and we'll have tabs that are going to be welded on for the NFAB tire strap, which we have. Of course, it's blue to match.
Of course, yeah.
So
It's pretty close.
it's kind of a Y shape, so it'll
Right.
come down over
Yep.
the tire.
Yep.
So we got that going on today. Let's see what else here. Got,
Maybe the exhaust.
yeah, take a look at the exhaust. That's
All
all
that invisible exhaust.
invisible exhaust by design.
Super cool. You can't see it. It's all tucked up down in there.
Yeah, it's all behind the frame. And where the gas tank used to be, the stock gas tank, we took advantage of the space and we threw our Dynamax stainless mufflers up here with the turn downs.
Yeah.
All stainless, and it's all ceramic coated from the mufflers, forward.
Very nice.
That's all ceramic, and then wrapped up front.
Keep the heat in.
Keep the heat where it needs to be. And, you're looking at a custom axle truss and shock mount
Yeah, it's
setup.
pretty wild.
So heavy duty, a place to mount the shocks, and
Well, dual purpose, right? Gives you some strength.
Dual
Gives you
purpose.
somewhere to mount
yes.
your shocks.
And another interesting feature I want to share with you.
Baja lights. Those are cool.
The Baja lights, and if you go back and you look at the stock shackles, those are going out and these are going in.
Oh.
And these are sliders. Check these out.
Whoa.
We are putting these in. So these will get welded in from underneath, and your springs will ride on Teflon in
No
here.
way.
You'll have free range of motion here, and it'll be a better quality ride.
I've
And
never seen that.
a friend of mine turned me on to these.
Yeah?
He's a King of the Hammers competitor.
No way. Who
Yeah.
is it?
His name is Charlie Melchner.
Yeah?
And he led me to a company out in New Jersey called Liquid Industries or something. I'll firm that up with you later.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we'll give him
and the
some
guy,
love.
he makes beautiful stuff just
Yeah,
like
it
you
looks
do.
awesome.
And these things,
That's cool. I never knew that existed.
very heavy
It's
duty.
Good to know.
So these will go here, up in here, and then the springs will ride
Wow.
back and forth in here. So that's what's
You
going
said it, man. Gives you that better range of motion.
Range of
No
motion.
binding and things like that.
Yep, you won't get axle wrap and wheel hop back here. It's very
okay.
smooth
So it
transition.
gives you some better traction as well.
Exactly.
Cool.
Let's see, I think we covered everything kind of back here.
Yeah.
The shocks will come up through the back of the bed off those mounts. You can show your
Oh yeah. Let's see.
the shock mounts. And here's some more work that you did. You TIG welded
yeah.
these bars for me
Brought me
together.
some little heims to weld up.
This is all tied in. And the roll cage, by the way, will be all tied in and
Yeah.
welded. And
Let's talk to what we're here for.
Yep. Today, Harvey's mission is to TIG weld every single aspect of this cage, basically. And we'll have to buy him lunch today.
Yep.
And keep him busy.
Cool. No, you guys did a really good job getting these nice and tight fit.
Thank you.
You and your buddy Ed, surprisingly built it in this shop. I mean, it's not a crazy, huge shop, fabrication shop. This is a garage.
Yeah.
With basic tools. The cage is pre-bent, correct, for this vehicle, or?
Well, yeah, I bought the S&W kit, which consisted of your basically, the 8-point cage like you'd see in any standard car. But as you can see, we've added on, the spare tire part carrier wasn't part of it, so we added that. We added some kickers here to tie in the rear shock mounts. The cooler mounts we added in. The X-brace we added in. We threw some bars here and there where we needed them. The invasion bars, I think, is what they call them. I think that's what they call them. That's what I was told.
I like the look. It looks good.
We've got that going
From
on.
the front, it kind of goes with the side and stuff. So that's awesome.
Then we got we just made these before you got here today.
Yeah.
Another thing for you to
Just keep adding tubes.
just keep adding tubes. We're cutting, you're welding, we're cutting.
I love it. I love it.
So we're
Yeah,
coping,
no, you guys
cutting.
are doing good. You got nice tight fit up. That's probably one of the most important things on something like this is you don't want any gaps. You want that to be a nice tight fit. And you guys did very
within
well
reason.
on that.
Yeah, we do the best we can.
I mean, there's probably going to be a couple spots that are hard to get to or whatnot, but overall, that's important. So as long as the fit up is key, the welding will be just as well.
That's right. A couple other things. You got the I did it universal steering column, which we made work. They have several to pick and choose from. This size seems to fit the bill.
They have a lot of good products.
From the steering wheel to the tires, there is not one old or used component for the steering. So from the wheel again to the tire, everything in between is brand new. So this thing should go down the road like a Cadillac.
That's what we want.
So
very cool.
That's about it. Transmission was sent out to Performance Transmission in Delray. They went through it, made sure it's all good.
What transmission is it?
Turbo 400.
Okay. So a small block Chevy with a Turbo 400.
Turbo 400. It's got a nice little shift kit in it. You know, streetable shift.
It's a good. I like the way you did the back here. That tire mount is gonna look bitchin'.
Well, yeah, you were instrumental in a lot of this about a month ago.
Yeah.
You were here.
Yeah, I did come by and kind of look over some things and gave them some pro tips, like, you know, hey, this angle would look good here.
Exactly.
This would kind of flow with this, you know. Gave my professional opinion, you know, give it some like I said, some pro tips, some quality advice.
And I think
that about wraps it up, at least for now. We'll get some welding done and
we'll do a part 2 maybe down the road.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, once you get it closer or driving, we'll definitely get back and show this thing in action.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's what we want. We want to see it in action. I'm just trying to, educate people.
Absolutely.
You're at a place where people are driving by, they have no idea what's going on here.
No.
And even when they see it, they don't know what goes into it or how to even get into it. I guarantee people look at this and be like, oh, what shop was that built at? Right? This thing's coming out of some, high-end hot rod shop or off-road shop, but it's built right here in a garage.
Yeah, it has not left the premises, and it won't.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I mean, we're going A to B right in this garage with the whole thing.
Love it. Love it.
And we bring professionals in like you,
Yeah, very nice.
We don't need to go anywhere, but if we need good TIG welding, we call Harvey.
Love it. So, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna get to welding. If we don't wrap this up later, thanks for watching, and Bill,
thanks for coming over and
for showing, and thanks for letting me do it. I see this stuff a lot, and sometimes I'll say, hey, why don't you let me come help you and this and that, and they're like, I'll do it myself. And it kind of comes out half-assed. I'm like, I should have called you. It's like, so I'm happy to help. I'm happy to
have you, and I'm privileged.
Giving some
it's a privilege to have you here. So
expertise. So, all right, Bill. Thanks.
Yep.
I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Some of the beautiful work Harvey has done today. Beautiful TIG welds. Our tire mounting straps put in today. All sorts of good stuff going on. Oil cooler mounts, tranny cooler mounts. Working on the X brace.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Thanks for the challenge.
You're welcome, Harvey. My goal is to make you a better man.
Yeah.
And you're doing it.
You definitely put me to the test here.
Absolutely.
I will say, you guys did good on the front here. It was nice and tight fitment, and getting around these front welds, welding through the windshield.
Thank you.
That was exciting.
Well done. Very well done. Quite an art, huh?
Sometimes you just got to get creative.
Well, foot pedal.
Well, that's a wrap. Probably spent a good 6-7 hours welding this thing, and it is completed. Just put the final piece of the puzzle in, this little gusset. What do you think, Bill?
I'm ecstatic, guys. I'm thrilled. Harvey, thank you. Ed, thank you. You guys.
Yeah, you guys did
You
awesome
blew me away.
on the fitment, the notching. Everything was super tight, on point.
Tried to make your job a little easier.
Solid. So
She is
Thank
ready.
you.
Thank you.
stay tuned for future updates on this build. And that's it for tonight.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.